Okay, so today we're going to be making a potato and leek soup, which may not sound very exciting to you, but you know, Tanny asked for it, so it's vegetables and he's asked for it, so it's all good. So we're going to put in a kilo of potatoes that I have already diced. It's going straight in there, and then we've got 500 grams of leeks I've already sliced. Oh, this is a 5 litre pot, I'm just saying. A major key to potato and leek soup, because there's not a lot in it, is the stock. So I've grabbed some of our stock that we've been saving in the freezer. So we're going to have about a good litre of stock, of really, really good stock that we've been keeping. Alright, oof, from all sorts of things. There we go. And I've got some juice from the wheat grains that I cooked a little bit earlier today. So I'm going to put half of those in there as well, because we've decided we want a chunky one, not a blended one. So we need lots of stock. That's my magic wand. Chuck it all in there. Now I'm going to walk away for the next hour and it should be done. And that's tea. Sorted. Sorted. Fabulous. Right. That's it. Okay. 1 hour later and our soup is done. Done, diddly, done, done, done. Oh, it smells amazing. Looks amazing. We've got some bread in the oven. And that's pretty much dinner. Done. 5 minutes of chopping. Good way of using up your leftover stock. And something simple and warm for a winter's day. I think it's a win. Okay, so today we're gonna zhuzh up what's left of our potato and leek soup, because you know, same thing every day is getting boring. So we're gonna have, I've got some couple of onions, 3 sticks of celery, and then a couple of carrots to chuck in. I'm gonna chuck those in, bish bash bosh, straight in like that. And then I've got some of the beans that I pre-prepped. They're just white beans and black-eyed beans. I'm going to chuck those in there as well. Done. And that won't take long. That'll be dinner. Yum. I'll wait for that. Probably another hour. Perfect. It's ready. There we go. Yum. So leek and potato soup, after just adding a few more veg, turned into a completely different soup. You can totally smell the difference. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to taste the difference in a massive way. Oh, that is good. So now I've got to figure out what I'm going to do with it tomorrow. Turn that off. Okay, so we're at day 3 with our soups. Now, this is where Tanny and I have come to a bit of an impasse. Alright, he wanted some kept out just the way it was. And I'm going to do something a bit different with it again. So, we're going to chuck in a little bit of oil in our pan. And I'm going to saute off some mushrooms, because yum. I'm sauteing them off because I don't want that boiled mushroom flavour. I want a little bit of yumminess chucked in. So we're going to saute those off. And I think that should do it. Just quietly. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to chuck in our mushrooms very quickly. And a small handful of flat leaf parsley. And about that much spinach, and we're also going to put in a little bit, just a little bit, like garlic powder and some onion powder, and there we go. Should crack it. Now this shouldn't take very long at all because everything's pretty much cooked, and the greens you don't want to cook down to nothingness completely. We just want them to wilt a bit. So yeah, back in half an hour. Okay, so half an hour later, this little update or upgrade of this soup. It's done. Fantastic. Can't wait. Yummy. Just need to get the bread on now. Oh, freezing. And I didn't think, but we were able to get one more bonus soup out of these soups. And that's what's left of all the veggie and mushrooms. And of course, Tanny had a bit left over from his veggie lot, just the plain veggie lot as well. So I'm going to stick all that in there. All of that's going in. And then we're going to add one packet of passata. Simple. Now if you don't have passata, just add in a can of chopped tomatoes or plum tomatoes and just stick it all through the blender. But this is at a point now where it's so well cooked that it will just turn into like a creamy tomato soup, but you're going to have all those amazing flavours. So I'm just gonna, I might have to put it in the blender later on, that's fine. Make it like a really creamy tomato soup, which is fab. But this will be really tasty because, like I said, you're going to have all those leftovers from all the veg cooked down to make the creaminess, which will come from the potatoes and the beans and all the other root vegetables and such like. So you don't even have to add milk to it or cream to it or anything. So we're just going to switch that on. And we're going to leave it alone for an hour and then it'll be ready. Perfect for a snowy day. It is looking amazing and it's smelling even better. It actually just smells like the best tomato soup ever. So I'm just going to put this in the blender and then it's going to be ready. Okay. Let's pop that in more. Okay, so some of you will be wondering how I managed to be able to do this without getting food poisoning. Okay, let me tell you, there are some soup pots known as pepper pots in the Caribbean that are passed down from grandmother to granddaughter, and are rumoured to be hundreds of years old. Literally, they just add more ingredients every day and keep the thing going. They don't give it a chance to build up bacteria and they just keep it going. That's pretty much how this has worked as well. Okay, so that's all of it in there now. Oop. Switched on, and it should only take a pulse or two, to be honest. What's going on? It doesn't want to work. Oh, might help if I plugged it in, hey? Okay. Should do it. Looks amazing. Hang on. So this one for me is going to make the perfect cup of soup. I think it's quite thick though still, but it does smell like the most amazing tomato soup ever. And I'm going to go and enjoy this now. Oh. It's snowy outside, and this is perfect.